Ghost towns are towns that once had a considerable population that have since dwindled in numbers, causing some or all of its businesses to close, either due to the rerouting of a highway, train tracks being pulled, or just exhaustion of natural resource. Now, Saskatchewan is home to many ghost towns. Today, I've picked 3 examples and I'll try my best to tell their stories. If you enjoy this video, let me know by liking and subscribing. Without further ado though, let's just get into the lost cities of Saskatchewan. Our first stop is probably the most known ghost town in the whole province, and it's called Uranium City. It's located on the northern shores of Lake Athabasca. We'll start its story in 1949. A scientist, S. Kamen, discovers something quite special in the city, and I won't even try to pronounce it, so you can read it here for yourself. But from what I understand, this is some type of copper mineral, while he was out looking for radioactive materials, but this was actually the first discovery of this material. Moving on, in 1952, the government would recognize the city and establish a community to service the mines in the Beaver Lodge uranium area, a place where a crown corporation was exploiting the lands for, you guessed it, uranium. The local newspaper at the time noted that there was 52 mines operating near the area, so as you can imagine, this area was heavily reliant on its mining sector. In 1960, mine operators started to house their employees in Uranium City actually, instead of their on-site camping, and by 1981 the population of the city reached its peak at 2,507. However, a year later in 1982, the mines would close, leading to a total economic collapse, with most residents leaving. It was unincorporated the year after, and in 2003 the local hospital closed. While it is considered a ghost town, the 2016 census still recorded a population of 73 people. This is a prime example of usually northern settlements being opened with the goal of exploiting resources. But once that's done, most of the time the people will just desert the area because there's no other opportunities. Our next city is called Outram, and it sits right north of Highway 13. But before we go into Outram, I need to talk to you about the best way to support this channel. I recently started the channel membership, and for as low as $1 per month, you can directly support this channel in uploading better quality content for your enjoyment. If you want to know more of the perks, or you want to just support this channel, check out the second link in the description. And I won't keep you for too long. Thank you for considering it. Make sure you subscribe, and let's get back to the video. So Outram, its history actually starts at the turn of the 1900s. It was 1912 that the Estevan-Neptune Railroad branch, a branch of the Canadian Pacific Railway, passed through what would become Outram. A station and a postal service were built, which shows that there was some effort to populate this area. But by 1916, a tornado swept through the entire city. It even injured severely a man. And I couldn't find the exact population for this ghost town, however, I can tell you it's not high. Weirdly enough, its Wikipedia page is able to outline its veterans and even the local inventor. Our final ghost town is Walkup, a small unincorporated community which houses 5 families. And believe it or not, this used to be a thriving French settlement in the early 20th century. With a Catholic resident school, a saloon, a general store, a motor repair shop, and other businesses inside the town. However, as with the other towns highlighted in this video and most ghost towns in the province, it was hit with a huge decline. And as I said previously, it's now home to only 5 families. And there is a conspiracy theory out and about this town, saying it actually became a ghost town after the city went dry. However, nothing can be confirmed. Saskatchewan has many ghost towns, a sad reality of the slowing agriculture sector or mining sector. There even exists a stretch of highway which is called Ghost Town Trail. The trail coincides with Highway 13, and along this highway are not 1, not 2, heck, not even 5 or 10, but 32 ghost towns, with the largest communities are Swift Current and Maple Creek, both with populations of around 16,000 people. And from the research I've done, some of these cities on the trail did actually have pretty high population at their peaks, with the largest being Ford, with a peak population of 1,250. And its decline is quite similar to a lot of these other ghost towns. There was an economic slowdown, buildings were not rebuilt after fires, and people just decided to leave for better opportunities. If I had to summarize it, the prevalence of ghost towns in Saskatchewan is a testament to the province's complex and multifaceted history, intertwining elements of economic boom and bust, shifting demographics, and environmental challenges. Saskatchewan is characterized by its vast expanses of land and sparse population density, experienced periods of rapid settlement and urbanization during the late 19th century and early 20th century, primarily driven by the allure of fertile agricultural land and the promise of economic prosperity. However, as the agricultural frontier expanded and the technological advancement transformed farming practices, many smaller communities and towns struggled to adapt, facing dwindling populations and economic stagnation. Plus, this just meant a smaller tax basin for the actual town, and this whole snowball effect just led to a lack of opportunities in many of these smaller communities. Additionally, the decline of traditional industries such as mining and logging further contributed to the abandonment of once thriving town. Moreover, the harsh prairie climate characterized by extremes of temperature and periodic droughts posed formidable challenges to agricultural viability, leading to the gradual depopulation and eventual abandonment of marginal farming communities like many of these ghost towns and some of the examples I've even mentioned in this video. Over time, as rural populations continued to decline and transportation infrastructure shifted, many of these settlements were left to languish, their once bustling streets now silent echoes of a bygone era. In ghost towns, life for the families who remain can be marked by a unique blend of isolation and resilience. With dwindling populations and limited access to essential services, these families often find themselves relying on close-knit community bonds for support. Many homes may be weathered and in disrepair, reflecting the passage of time and the challenges of maintaining aging infrastructure. And if you've watched my video about how hard it is living in rural Canada, then you know a bit about the societal problems and challenges these small communities are also facing. But despite these hardships, there's often a sense of nostalgia and pride in preserving the heritage of their town, with residents working together to keep traditions alive and maintain a semblance of normalcy. Daily life may involve creating solutions for basic needs like transportation, healthcare, and even education as families navigate the realities of living in a place frozen in time. Yet, amidst the quiet streets and abandoned buildings, there's a certain resilience that defines these families, a testament to their enduring spirits in the face of adversity. If you enjoyed this video and learned anything new, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what type of videos you enjoy the most. Do you like these types of videos or city planning videos? Let me know in the comments down below, and also let me know what you'd like to see next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.